talk, shop, pop, movies.
Ahoy there, this is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and if you're a convicted cinephile yourself, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel down below. On my channel, I like to talk, shop, and pop open, that is, movies and physical media. Today, pop I shall. I got in my Kino Lorber sale. What is it called? Spring into Summer sale, I believe. It's still going on through July 19th, so if you haven't taken advantage, do so. They got some fantastic deals on there. I think I got 10 or 11 movies. I don't remember. This is less of an unboxing and more of an, oh yeah, that's what I ordered video for everybody. But yeah, let's just do it to it. Grab the old hairpin out. I think I got 2 4Ks and like the rest are just cheaper DVDs. They have an awesome sale at Kino Lorber. Wow, that's more slipcovers than I expected. Oh yeah, because I got 2 other newer releases. That's right. See, like I said, oh yeah, that's what I got video. Let's do this. Got a good mix here. I got some Best Picture winners, Best Picture nominees, a couple of horror movies, some so bad they're good movies, and a spoof movie for Spoof Movie Summer, hashtag Spoof Movie Summer, and a few other things. So, like I said, good mix of stuff. Let us see what I got. All right. This one, oh, this is a movie right here. Tom Burlinson and Nikki Coghill in The Time Guardian. Time is just about the only thing he won't waste. The Time Guardian. It also has Carrie Fisher in one of her sad roles from the mid-80s. 1987, and it's 87 minutes long. What about that? This is a Scorpion release from Kino, apparently. Kind of forgot they were in cahoots on occasion. So that is neat. I happened to watch this movie at my buddy's house maybe a month or two ago. We're eating dinner, we order food or whatever, playing board game night kind of a thing. And we'll throw on a shitty movie while we're eating. And this was the shitty movie of the day. And boy, was it shitty. So bad it's good, indeed. Basically 2 movies. One is a space, Star Wars ripoff movie where there's a literal city that flies through space. Like the ship is the city and it goes through time and space. And then the cheap half of the movie is just them on Earth and a lot of like sand dunes and stuff. So you can see where they blew their wad as far as the budget goes. But it was a fun time to watch, so looking forward to watching that again at some point. I just thought it was funny they had it. I was like, oh, I gotta get that. That movie was terrible. In the best way. A few of the newer ones, I got on the polar opposite spectrum here, got a 4K of the Best Picture winning Apartment. Got the slipcover still, so that's neat. I honestly still haven't watched this movie. I'm sure it's great. I just haven't got around to it. Got my 20-year-old DVD over here just waiting to be replaced, but I usually don't do upgrades that often, but from DVD to 4K at as good of a price as this one was, which I want to say it's $14.99 if they still have it, that's a hell of a deal. So they got some good stuff over there at the Kino Lorber. Same thing goes for this one. In the Heat of the Night, another Best Picture winning 4K from Kino Lorber. The kid's being weird upstairs if you hear random laughter. Sidney Poitier and Rod Steiger. This is a great movie. I've seen this a couple times. I recommend it highly. And this is cool because it comes with not only this film, but both of its sequels, They Call Me Mr. Tibbs and The Organization. I have not seen either of those, but you get all 3 films. I think they're all on the same day. It doesn't say there's a Blu-ray disc. Oh no, yeah, special features Blu-ray. So I assume the special features disc has the other 2 movies on Blu-ray. And then the 4K disc is the In the Heat of the Night itself, which, like I said, is a great movie, and I'd recommend it. I want to say this one was $17.99 at the moment on their website during the sale. This is one that I wish had come out in time for their last sale, but didn't. So I was glad it was on the sale this time, because that is a really good movie. These next 2 I got just because they were new enough to get, and I thought I'd get the slips, and they looked silly. Oh, this one's ripped open, but, I'll watch it eventually anyways, right? It's not damaged. It's just ripped open. I grabbed Without Warning, which is a former Scream Factory title. So is the next one, actually, with Martin Landau and Jack Palance. It preys on human fear, and it feeds on human flesh. So, without warning. This one just looked too weird not to get. And I like those two actors. And it's got Cameron Mitchell in it, who is in Space Mutiny. So anyone in Space Mutiny is awesome. This one also, I think, used to have a Scream Factory title. New Year's Evil from 1980. Yeah, this one, I mean, other than the fact that it just looks cool and it was on sale, I had no other real reason to buy it. It was pretty much a brand new release that was half off. Essentially, all these are basically half price or less on their sale. That's why the Kino Lorber sale is a damned good sale. Oh yes, this is one I didn't even realize Kino Lorber had released, but it's a movie I actually really like. Big Trouble. If you want like a 80-minute, how long is it? 85-minute long goofy comedy with a hell of an ensemble cast like Tim Allen, Rene Russo, Stanley Tucci, Janine Garofalo, Jason Lee, Tom Sizemore, and why can't I think of your name? Dennis Farina. And it also has Ben Foster and what's her name? Zoe Deschanel is also in it, one of her earlier movies. And Johnny Knoxville as well. Well, yeah, everyone's in this movie. It's really funny. And Patrick Warburton, he's hilarious. Barry Sonnenfeld directed this. He is the director of the Men in Black trilogy. This movie had a very troubled production, or release, I should say. You could say it was a big trouble. Dad joke of the day. But yeah, it has, the plot involves a bomb on a plane at some point, and it was supposed to come out in the fall of 2001. So if you know your history, most of us lived through this. You see why that was troublesome. So it got delayed, and then it kind of just came out, like I want to say the following April or something like that. And just by then, no one gave a shit. And it just kind of like fell under the rug. So I think it came out like a month before Men in Black 2. So this was supposed to come out the year prior. But yeah, it's a funny movie. I recommend you get it. I think this was the cheapest thing I got out of all these movies. I want to say it was like $7.99. Funny movie. Here's a Best Picture winner that I have not seen, but I had to get because try to get all those. The Lost Weekend is another Billy Wilder film. Apparently, I'm just gonna get all. He made every movie back then, apparently, because every Best Picture winner or nominee is a Billy Wilder film. But yeah, I've heard good things about it. Ray Milland? Yes. I believe he won Best Actor for this as well. But yeah. Like I said, I haven't seen it. Heard good things. Best Picture winner. Can't be that bad, right? Even the worst Best Picture winner is better than average. As far as movies go. Oh, see, it's like Christmas because you forget what you order. It took a little while to get here. Oh, Mel Brooks. I love Mel Brooks. You'll see I'm going to make a hashtag spoof movie summer video dedicated to Mel Brooks. Breaking news. It was obviously coming. But I finally picked up The Producers, his Oscar-winning film. He won Best Screenplay for this back in 1969. He won in 69. The movie came out in 68. It has Zero Mostel and the brilliant Gene Wilder, who, if you don't like Gene Wilder, there's something wrong with you, both mentally and in here. That's all I'm going to say. But yes, this is a very funny movie. It has had a couple different releases. This is the one that is currently not out of print, so I would say get this. Very excited to finally have this because it is a funny movie, and it's too bad it wasn't included in the Mel Brooks collection. Oh yeah, this is the definition of so bad it's good right here. Vanilla Ice, Cool as Ice, from the Academy Award-winning cinematographer that brought you Saving Private Ryan. This movie is bad, but it's really funny. I love watching the Riff Tracks version of it because Riff Tracks makes everything good. But yeah, this is from 1991. Who'd have thought, right? He was only popular between the years of 1989 and 1992, and that's being pretty generous. There's another new one that I got the slip for. I haven't seen this. I've been wanting to see these movies for years, and I kind of keep forgetting about them. Vincent Price double feature, The Abominable Dr. Phoebes, or Phibes. I think it's Phoebes. I'm not sure. And Dr. Phoebes, or Phibes, rises again. So they both have Vincent Price, and the sequel has Peter Cushing, which is awesome. But yeah, both of these, one set, nice little slipcover. They are, I want to say this was $12.99 for both of them, so that's not too bad for a brand new release. It came out not very long ago. Oddly enough, the original one's PG-13 and the second one's PG. So it must have been re-rated after the fact, because the movie came out in 1971. There was no PG-13 in 1971, so this must be basically 70s R if it's rated PG-13, if you know what I'm saying. But yeah, been wanting to see these for a while. 2 more horror movies I can watch with my kid, apparently, because they're PG rated. Here's a very, very good Alan Parker Best Picture nominated film, Mississippi Burning. Like, a lot of these I was kind of like on the fence of getting, because I have a feeling they're going to come out with a 4K or something, but they're cheap enough, and I know this one's good, so I figured I'd jump on it. This stars Willem Dafoe and Gene Hackman, and one of my favorite actresses of all time, Frances McDormand. Like I said, Alan Parker film. I remember the first time I watched this, I watched Midnight Express and this back to back, not realizing they were both the same director, so I thought that was funny. Just happened to watch them both the same day, and they're both great. This one is another kinolorber movie. I've been waiting to be on sale. Anytime they have a sale, this one is for some reason not ever part of the sale, and it finally was, so I could finally have this brilliant Coen Brothers movie, Barton Fink, on Blu-ray. I even went back and rebought the DVD because I was so angry I didn't own it from Half Price Books a few months ago. But now I can burn that one in the fireplace because I got a Blu-ray of it. And this has a decent amount of special features, especially for an older kinolorber title. Some of these standard titles don't have much for features. This one's not bad. It's got interviews. It's got 5 different interviews, deleted scenes, and the trailer. So not bad for an older Kino title. And this movie's great. Like, this is like all Coen Brothers movies for the most part. The first time you watch it, it's very perplexing and just odd. And then it just grows on you. It's like an infection. Just slowly builds inside you. But this one should have been nominated for basically every Academy Award it could have that year. John Turturro was robbed. John Goodman was robbed. Michael Lerner was nominated for a supporting actor, and its amazing art direction and costumes, I want to say, were nominated, but not Roger Deakins' cinematography. I believe this is the first one Roger Deakins, yes, worked on for the Coen Brothers, because prior to this it was Barry Sonnenfeld, the director of Big Trouble. It's like bullshit film school with me babbling on like this. All right, this is another one I almost bought the last sale, but didn't. Oddly enough, this one was half off, but wasn't included on the page for the sale. So I threw it in my cart anyways. Karen Black, The Trilogy of Terror. This, I believe, was a television movie anthology film. And I like anthology horror. I have seen this. I watched it once, maybe 3 years ago or so. Very interesting. Some parts, like all anthologies, are better than others. Most famously, this one has the creepy voodoo doll guy sequence in it. That's like the best part of this movie and it's most famous for. But I enjoyed all 3 parts of this to different degrees, so I give it a watch. Karen Black is very good and very different in all 3 pieces. She's in all 3 of the films, so it's her all 3 times. Another good one with new audio commentary and interviews, and an older audio commentary as well. So good special features on this one. I want to say it's $10. And there is a sequel, but I debated getting it just to have them both, but it just didn't look as good, and I haven't heard anything good about it, so I skipped it. Last but not least, one I've been waiting to get for hashtag Spoof Movie Summer. I'm Gonna Get You Sucka from Keenan Ivory Wayans. This awesome blaxploitation spoof comedy starring Keenan Ivory Wayans and directed by him. And this has, you gotta read the case. This is an awesome cast, though. Keenan Ivory Wayans, Bernie Casey, who's awesome, Antonio Fargas, Isaac Hayes, the Oscar-winning Shaft theme song writer, Jim Brown, Janet, can't read, Dubois, and then Damon Wayans shows up in this in a smaller role, and David Allen Greer as well. So it's got those pre-In Living Color vibes to it. I just haven't watched this movie. I used to watch it on cable on occasion. I don't think I've ever seen the regular, censored version of it. So I'm excited to finally really see I'm Gonna Get You Sucka. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 12, 14. I got more than I thought I did. I got 14 movies. I kept adding and subtracting and then re-putting things into the cart. It's hard. It's hard to gauge. That's everything. Not a bad haul. And all these together were like $150 or so. Like the most expensive ones were the 4Ks, which obviously, and the newer releases. The most expensive thing here was $18, I think, and the cheapest thing was $8. Most of them were $9.99. So it's a damn good sale. Go to the kinolorber website. Like I said, you have until the 19th to take advantage. I know it sucks because it's all these sales happen at the same time. Like you got the Criterion sale going on, and you got the ass end of the Barnes and Noble Arrow sale going on at the same time. But I recommend just going on there, get a few things, even if you only get like a few of the newer 4Ks. I would do that. Thank you for watching. My name is Derek, the Convicted Cinephile, and I'll see you next time.
Talk, shop, pop, movies.